Hello Space Watchers, and we are here from Paris. This is the third day of the World Space Business Week, and I have here the pleasure to be with one of the organizer team, Novaspace partner and managing director, Nathan de Ruiter. How are you doing, Nathan?
I'm doing great, Emma. Thank you for having me. It's been already 3 fantastic days, and I'm looking more to the other 2 days coming.
Fantastic. So Nathan traditionally always opens the floor on the first day with a very interesting summary of the trends in the space industry, and I was wondering if you can summarize with us the most interesting trend that you notice in the past 12 months.
Yeah, of course, the key story today has been, in last year really, is the Starlink coming to the market. And as it has been now 2-3 years, we can really provide the statistics on what is their captured market share in some of their key markets like maritime and consumer broadband. And we really see them taking quite a bit, quickly growing, taking market share. The other positive vibe to that is that it also expands the market, right? So we see also the positive impact of growing the market. And the presentation at the end was also then is for all the other players out there, Starlink. So we kind of highlight a few elements what we think are important and where the industry is working towards to really become kind of a meaningful alternative solution to Starlink and be able to compete.
So Starlink versus the rest of the world somehow. But one of the most interesting graphics that you showed was the SATCOM services market forecast for 2033, so a projection of the growth of the segments for the next 10 years. And I was wondering what's the segment of the market that is going to grow the most and which one you think is going to slow down?
Yeah, no, certainly there are 2 kind of trends. So the first one, where the growth is today, is in what we call the broadband segment. And we kind of look at it from 2 angles. So first of all, you have what is the addressable market, right? So, and we already see from the addressable market either meaning unconnected people, unconnected airplanes, unconnected boats, vessels. Basically, penetration is still low of satellite penetration, right? So there's a huge, let's say, upside potential. And with the kind of improved service offering, lower prices, we really believe that will increase market adoption over the next decade. So when we have our market forecast, the latest market forecast on the broadband side, we expect about 53 billion revenues by 2033. So really substantial growth over the next 10 years. The counter trend is what we call the traditional video broadcasting sector. So here we see continued kind of eroding. Think about the DTH subscribers, right? People more and more use Netflix kind of services and not necessarily subscribing to the traditional TV package. And that's a trend that started in the US, in Europe, but now also in markets that still are big users or were growing initially, we see start to be stabilizing, right? So overall, that's kind of when we're looking forward, this is kind of a market that we believe is going to continue to erode over the next time. So all in all, we expect market growth, right? That the positive balance is positive, but those two trends do impact each other.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think this growth, these trends that you noticed are going to impact the perception of the space industry from an investment point of view? How do you think the investors are going to react to these trends, to these decades trends?
Yeah, no, so the investors are obviously looking at where the growth of the market is. So we see definitely more interest in some of the more of the broadband applications. Direct to device is kind of a new application where you can bring broadband from satellite directly to an unmodified cell phone, right? These are kind of the I would say that excites the investors as kind of new opportunities. Overall, the investment climate has been more challenging for space companies in general. But there are still these kind of themes and investment theses that still are under development and still require a lot of capital to deploy. So those are kind of where most the interest we see today and where investors are basically actively looking at opportunities.
Very interesting. So we're looking forward to the next Novaspace report. Nathan, it was fantastic to have you here with us and a fantastic continuation of the conference. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. From Paris, this is all, and stay tuned for the next 2 days where we will have the Earth Observation Summit. Thank you very much. Space Watch out.